Stuff certainly does happen here on a Saturday night. I guess that is a true statement right there. Boy, I'm really proud of the way our kids played, how we performed. For we said we'd have to play for 4 quarters. As it turned out, we had to play for every second of that 4 quarters. But a lot of different things happened in that game. We could have kind of turned the other way for us. I'm sure I'm going to look back and I made a whole bunch of mistakes in that game. I'll make sure I get that corrected out of me and our coaching staff. We played great defense throughout the night. I think we had given up 9 points with 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter on defense. We gave up an offensive touchdown. That's about right. And then but to give up those 2 late scores, that just can't happen for us. We gotta, fortunately, we were able to get that win against, as everybody knows, one of the best teams in the country and one of the hardest environments to come play in the country. And I'm really proud of our guys, how we performed, and we're going to go enjoy this bye week, I'll tell you that much. Questions? I guess I must have said it all.
Dak has a strip fumble in the second half, but then he comes back and makes play after play.
He did. I think, our guys, and a lot of that's the leadership within our team. I mean, that happened. All of a sudden, I think we've been really kind of controlling the game, and that could have slipped and gone the other way for us right there. But, our guys, there wasn't one bit of panic, one bit of concern, one bit of, uh-oh, what just happened for us? Are things going to start going bad for us? I think our guys played with a lot of confidence. We seem to play, field position. I'm going to look at that. I don't know that we won the field position battle tonight, that's for sure. We seem to be backed up the entire game. But we made plays we needed to do. We've been doing that all year. When we need a big play, guys step up and make that play.
A lot of big plays, over 20 yards. Did you feel like you could gobble up plays? Gobble up yards at times?
We knew we'd have a lot of one-on-one matchups, and we needed, part of the key to that, we said the big key coming into the game is controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. I think we did that. I think we did. I think we kind of, we ran for 302 yards, they ran for 89, so I think we did control the line of scrimmage that way, and then make big plays in one-on-one matchups down the field, and we did that especially early, especially coming out. We made some big plays when we got in the open field. We made things happen, and that was going to be the big key to the game.
There, when LSU had scored their touchdown on a dramatic play, and you got a 3rd down, that spin-around play by Dak, that took some nerve to call in that situation, but you trusted Dak.
Well, you're going to trust him. You're going to put the ball in his hands to make things happen at the key moment in the game. And we did that for the whole game. When we needed a play, he stepped up and made the plays that we needed to make with his arm and with his leg at key moments were huge.
What does the win mean for the program?
It means we're going to really enjoy this bye week this week. We're on a bye week now, and so we're going to have our opportunity to get rested. We're 1-0 in the SEC West. It's the toughest conference, I guess, looking at it in the world. And, so it means we came and got a win. We started our conference playoff with a win, which is, I've always said, that's important. If you want to have a chance to be a championship team, you got to start off your conference play with a win. And puts us in a position to get ready to go play, enjoy this one, go play Texas A&M.
Sobes in the kicking game really came through tonight. You had to like what you got
Yeah, nobody believes me when I say they're really good at practice. We see it at practice all the time. It was nothing we didn't see at practice all the time. So now maybe he's going to get some confidence. I bet, the Twitter, let's get everybody to blow up Twitter about how great he is so they can all get some confidence right now. And I'll tell you what, Graves looked really good warming up too, so let's give them some confidence and so we don't have to worry about those guys anymore.
Does the bye week come at a good time for you after a big win like this?
Sure. For the guys, it does. I mean, we're going to give them some time off right now and go rest. Like I said, I think we have some older guys and a mature team, so I think they're going to handle things the right way. We're going to look at through the first 4 games what we've done well, what we've done poorly, what we need to correct, and make some tweaks if we need to, make some changes on some things. Not just personnel, just schematically, to always make sure we're putting guys in the right position to make plays. We'll look at that over the first couple days of the bye week, and then we'll really look at getting into the game plan of Texas A&M by the end of the week.
You mentioned controlling the line of scrimmage. The offensive line didn't just block well routinely, but when plays broke down, they got an open field and made blocks as well.
Yeah, that was huge. That was the improvising right there. I think there are a couple times where Dak improvised. I know Jamion's touchdown, obviously, huge improvised play. And that's one of the things that Dak brings to the table. And our line, I think when you have a quarterback that does that, the offensive line knows, hey, I don't got to block for 3 to 5 seconds. I might be blocking for 9 or 10 seconds because I don't know where he's going to start running around me back there. So they had to do that, and they did.
You talked about earlier in the week that the pass of the series really didn't matter. Did you feel something when you got off the bus today?
I thought we had a great week of practice. I thought we had great preparation at the hotel. I thought our guys were very, very confident in coming in here and really expected to win. You know, and I don't know to the guys in the locker room that this is a really big upset for us. You know, I think our guys, I mean, I think obviously he is, but, you know, on more of a national stage, but I think our guys really believe that we could come in and we did our job, took care of plays and made plays. We could win the game, and we were able to do that despite the -2 turnover ratio, except for the last play of the game on the Hail Mary, just knock it down even. But, you know, all the adversity, the things that hit us, we still found ways to make plays and win the game.
Dan, could you describe Dak Prescott's preparation this week? It seemed like he took it to another notch playing in his hometown, his home state, from his family.
You know what? I think he really did. You know, I think this game was really big for him coming here. He wanted to have a big game. I watched him warm ups. You know what? Brian Johnson, I looked at Brian, I didn't say anything, did a good job, but we were overthrowing people in warm ups. I think our guys, you know, you could see him and Damien, you know, I mean, 2 quarterbacks from Louisiana here, fired up, juiced up, and a little bit, and I told Brian, I said, hey, just make sure they're calm. But you know what, Brian has done a great job with the quarterbacks. You look at him, and you know, I guess I felt good because I woke up this morning on college game day this morning. It had a Utah-Michigan game on, and the last time they played each other, and the one highlight's Brian Johnson throwing a touchdown in the Big House. He's won the Sugar Bowl, so he's been in those situations, and he's been there recently to sit down and talk to the quarterbacks about how to go perform at the biggest moments in the biggest games, and he got Dak ready to do that today.
Talk about the job Josh Robinson did to kind of complement what Dak was doing.
Well, I thought Josh ran the ball hard. I mean, the yards after contact today were where it was all about. I mean, hit holes. I thought he did a great job reading out. We'll see it on the film, how his runs were, making the cuts and making the right reads. But I'll tell you what, after contact, I thought he did a fabulous job running the football.
So much talk of a lack of a signature win on your resume. You were pretty emotional post-game. Were those two things connected?
No, I mean, that winning how we won tonight, I was feeling pretty good about it with about 3 minutes to go, and then I probably honestly aged about 7 to 10 years in the last 3 minutes right there. You know, I don't, like I said, I don't always notice all that stuff, you know. I mean, I think we've tried to build a program, and I'll take it, I guess, then. I mean, everybody can write now that I've beaten LSU and Alabama once during my career, I guess. I don't know. I mean, there you go. So it's still not great, I guess, but we'll take it.
What does it say about where the program has come, though, to get this win?
Well, I think it's huge. I mean, to come on the road in this environment to get this win, I think is fantastic for us. You know, I mean, when I came here, I want to try to build a program that's going to have the opportunity to compete for championships. And it's certainly not easy to do in the SEC West. You know, it is certainly not easy to do it all with all the great teams. I mean, that's one of the top 10 teams in the country. And, I mean, they're still a top 10 team in the country. I'm not watching them play and the playmakers they have and what they can do. You know, so I think for our program, though, we knew that we want to compete against those guys. We want to play at the highest level of football. We came out there and did it tonight. And, you know, we're going to see how the program is because we have a lot more opportunities to do it this season.
During the first half, the run Wilson seems to not just Tom catching the ball, but physically get guys on him both times and make catches and counted.
Well, that was huge. That was part of the one-on-one. We talked to him and said, hey, you know, I mean, he's going to have a size matchup if they're going to play man-to-man all night. He's going to have to go make some big plays down the field. Might have gotten away from him a little bit in the second half, and I got to look. I might have gotten a little conservative in the second half. But he certainly did make those plays when he had those. You know, that was going to be a big part of the game. We got one-on-one opportunities to go make those plays.
The defense stand when they were down there in the 4th and 1, I believe it was. How big was that? The turning point could have been 7-7. Come back down and scores a 14-point swing at 14-0.
Boy, I mean, as it turned out, it was really big. But no, I think it was huge. I think you know, especially for our defense and the confidence of the team. You know, you're playing a team that prides themselves on size and power run. And I felt we matched up pretty good with our front seven. We got a pretty big front seven right there. You know, and you know, strength on strength for us to win that battle, especially early on, certainly gave our team a lot of confidence. And the way to respond to that, the way we did, I thought was unreal, unbelievable by the offense. And really, I think our guys all, you know, expected coming in here to win. I think after we kind of scored that touchdown after that long drive, they thought, you know. I mean, this is it. This is our chance. We got to go play.
What do you think the win does for confidence in the sense you've talked about going to Atlanta since spring, and now you've beaten a team that many people thought might get there? Do you think it helps at all with that confidence?
Well, it's one game, so I don't know. I mean, it certainly puts us in the right position to be. I've been talking about going to Atlanta for 6 years now, and you know, we're 1-0 in the SEC West this year with a lot of football. I mean, I think we have the next 2 games we play are against teams ranked higher than LSU was, which is hard to, you know, believe they have that much depth and talent in our side of the league, and then Alabama's, I think, even higher than those 2. So, I mean, there's so much to play for in this league. You're going to have to bring your A game every week, and we're going to enjoy this win. We're going to get ready for our bye week and start preparing for Texas A&M, and we'll worry if we can beat Texas A&M, then we'll try to enjoy that win, too.
All right, we got players coming.